How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Today's word of the day is inconspicuous. The definition is not clearly visible or attracting attention and not conspicuous. I bring this word up today because, with us being in the social media era, the online community era, a lot of times I think people forget that there's certain things that does not need to get posted on social media, especially all of your personal business, exactly the time and the days where you're going to be at, unless it's like business related or something to that effect. Every single argument that you have with family members and friends does not need to get posted on social media. Hey, and I agree with this because I think certain things are just meant to be kept, in secret and whatnot. It's like not everything needs to get put out there and whatnot. Keep some sort of, you know, or about yourself, and keep some sort of mystery about yourself, no matter who you are, no matter what position you're in, no matter where you're at in life and whatnot. Not everything needs to be put out there. That's the only downside to the social media world, is people forget to be inconspicuous when it comes to everything. Only thing I'm a big fan of putting out on a real big basis is putting out your business, putting out your accomplishments, putting out positive messages and whatnot. Now, if you want to post that all day, every day, I'm with you 100%. All right. Now, today's great quote, because I saw Mark Cuban on one of my favorite YouTube podcast shows, Earn Your Leisure show. So I'm definitely on my good old Shark Tank, positive quotes and whatnot. Yesterday I did Mark Cuban. Today I'm going to do Damon Johns. And one of my favorite quotes from Damon Johns is, if you aren't living your dreams, then you're living your fears. And I believe that, because a lot of people, especially when it comes to the world of having a job, they fear the unknown. They fear, people love routine, they love comfort, and they fear the unknown. And hey, I myself am very guilty of this, but we have to, in order for anyone to grow, one has to jump outside of the comfort zone. I mean, heck, we were born to grow. At the end of the day, I mean, when babies learn to crawl, then eventually learn to walk, talk. I mean, if all of us, and I'm not saying anything bad about mute people who are muted, unfortunately, but if all of us were muted and whatnot, and all of us never walked, never learned to walk or learn to talk, it would be very interesting world that we live in. You know what I mean? If none of us never learned to read, learn to write, learn to type. So life is a consistent, evolving thing. I mean, heck, even most employers nowadays, they want their employees to evolve in skill sets and whatnot, if not even just standardized education, and definitely the kind of education that the organizations offer, so that you can become a better, more knowledgeable and capable employee and whatnot. And it's the same thing in the business world. You have to have an ever evolving mind. Mistakes will be made. You will learn from those mistakes, and you will continuously evolve from there. So evolution is just what life is all about. The old saying, as I say, comfort is where the will go to die, is very true. And, I think 3 generations ago, people had they had the pleasure of being able to have a comfortable mindset, when they, working for one company for 30 to 40 years was normal, having a pension plan, getting consistent raises and whatnot. That was the norm, back then. But that is not the norm for most people today, and definitely will not be the norm for more people in the future. So when it comes to the information you put out, let's be a little bit more inconspicuous, but let us not let fear run our lives, because fear is a sickness. I believe that was from the movie that was during the Mayan era and whatnot. Apocalypto. I almost forgot the name of that movie, but he's the father of one of the sons of the tribes. I think they were the Incas, not the Mayans, but because they were being slaughtered by the Mayans. Stated that they had people running through their woods, forests, and they had this look of fear in them. And the dad was like, don't listen to them. He's like, fear is a sickness. And I agree with that, because a lot of times people will allow fear to not let them do anything outside of the norm. And in my personal opinion, that is very sad sickness. All right. So do the great 3 free things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. We're going to be going live here in the next couple of minutes. So hopefully you guys join us. We're going to be talking about how CEOs ended up firing a lot of people that were involved in the DC Capitol riot. So I'm going to give my perspective. Hopefully I hear from you, and we'll go from there. Take care, family.